Hello my lovelies. Today I am going to be making a pollo chicharron. And what I used to do, I used to take these, dip them in egg, and then I dip them in a flour batter, and we would deep fry them. But today I'm going to do my spin on it, a keto chicharron pollo. Pollo chicharron. I got to make sure I'm saying that right. And what I'm doing, I'm cutting my thighs, and I'm cutting them in little chunks like this. Okay, and then I'm going to soak them in some apple cider vinegar. Now I used to use regular vinegar, apple cider vinegar, but it was regular vinegar. But this time I'm using the fermented. So everything is going to be keto, and I know you're going to enjoy this recipe. All right, I wanted to give you a demonstration of how I cut my chicken into chunks. Now this is the fatty part of the chicken thigh, and I always cut down the middle first. Always make sure you cup your fingers so you don't cut your fingers. And then I cut in chunks. I cut one more in the middle here, okay? And then I cut it here in the middle. So this is how I'm cutting my chunks. I'm gonna do one more so you can see. Put this in the bowl. Cut it down the middle. And see, this is like a nice little piece here. Cut it here in the middle. And then I'm gonna cut this. This is pretty thick right here, so I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay? And that is my demonstration of how I cut my chicken thighs. Okay, and then I'm gonna pour all this apple cider vinegar in here and let it soak. Now I thought I had some more apple cider vinegar, but I don't. But I have enough in here for it to soak for like 10-15 minutes. And what that apple cider vinegar does is break down the meat a little bit, and it also gets that flavor all inside the chicken. Okay, now in my food processor, I'm putting a whole bag of pork rinds. This is Parmesan cheese, and I use like maybe a 1/4 cup of almond flour. And I'm going to mix this all up. Let it break down. I'm going to pulse it some until all of it has combined. And this right here is an excellent keto breadcrumb mix for anything that you do. If you want to bake or fry, but we're gonna bake these girls today. Yummy! I forgot to also mention, this is where you can add your seasonings. I put like garlic powder, a little bit of salt, some pepper, and I think I'm gonna add some smoked paprika to this. And let's mix that. Yeah, I put a little smoked paprika in here as well. And of course me, you know, I love hot, spicy. So I put a little bit of red pepper flakes. Okay, this is the consistency you should see, or you should have. Yeah, she's ready. Okay, my lovelies, now this is the fun part. Once they have been soaking in this wonderful liquid, and you can smell it, smells so good. This is lined double with paper towels because, you know, they're very, have a lot of moisture, it's wet. So you're gonna have to lay them out on here, paper towels, and you're gonna have to blot them dry, and then you gotta egg wash them and then put them in the mixture, okay, and then lay them out in this pan to bake. So let me start that process right now. Okay, my lovelies, and as you can see, I pressed and pressed until I can get as much moisture off these chicken thighs, these little chunks here. And then now I'm going to transfer them back here into my bowl. And then this is where you can just season them with a little bit of salt and pepper, because remember, your panko crumbs mix is already made, already seasoned as well. So I'm gonna put these back into the bowl, and then I'm gonna season these just a little bit. Okay, I wanted to try these two ways because usually I dip them in egg and then I dip them in the low carb, panko crumb mix. I did these with, like I put some oil over them and then I seasoned them. So let's see how these come out first. Okay, my lovelies, yum. Look at that. Now, of course, oh my God, these things look delicious and they smell delicious. And I just took them out the oven and let them cool down. I think I'm going to try the egg wash now and see how they come out. But these look pretty good. Yeah. Okay, tuck them, put them in here, cover them up. Okay, just want to get it nicely coated. Shake it off a little bit. Put it on the pan. I decided not to do the egg because my family's hungry and they want to eat. So, since they smell so good, I'm going to do it how I just did the first batch. Make sure it's coated and lay it on the pan. Okay, I just pulled these out the oven. I would say like 23 minutes. When you cut them in those nice little chunks, they don't have to cook for long. So these are my chicharrones de pollo. And they just came out the oven. They're so nice and hot. Ooh, yeah, they're hot. So if you like this recipe, like, subscribe, and share. Because we're gonna let these cool down some and then we're gonna get to eating. Yum. So this is my low carb chicharrones pollo. Bye bye.